it is my privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Patricia L. Turner. Dr. Turner is a faculty member in our own Department of Surgery and has received numerous awards and honors and grants for her research as a surgeon investigator. She is the Executive Director and Chief Executive Officer of the American College of Surgeons and is committed to assuring that there are no artificial barriers to surgeons leading full and productive lives, both personally and professionally, which is good because a lot of you are going into surgery. She was previously director of the Division of Member Services of the American College of Surgeons, and before joining the college, Dr. Turner was in full-time academic practice on the University of Maryland School of Medicine faculty, where she was the surgery residency program director. Her roles in national professional organizations or institutions include being the member of boards of directors of the Council of Medical Specialty Societies and the Ocean First Bank, member of the CEO Council of the Joint Commission, the Specialty Society CEO Coalition, and the 2024 President of the Council of Medical Specialty Societies. This is a very large coalition of over 50 medical specialty societies and includes over 800,000 practicing physicians. Dr. Turner has served as the past chair of the Society of Black Academic Surgeons Foundation Fund, the American College of Surgeons delegation to the AMA House of Delegates, the AMA or American Medical Association Council on Medical Education and Surgical Section of the NMA, the past president of the Society of Black Academic Surgeons, and the past member of Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center Board of Directors. Dr. Turner is a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania and the Bowman Gray School of Medicine at Wake Forest University. She continued her training as an intern and resident in surgery at Howard University Hospital in Washington, D.C. Her fellowship training was in minimally invasive and laparoscopic surgery, then was completed at Mount Sinai Hospital or School of Medicine and Weill Cornell University School of Medicine and Columbia University School of Medicine, all in New York City. She has published extensively and on these grant-funded and other activities. She earned an MBA at the University of Maryland Robert H. Smith School of Business and is board certified in surgery, a fellow of the American College of Surgeons, and is also a member of countless other associations and societies. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Turner.
Thank you to Dean Anderson, President Ali Vasatos, Provost Baker, Dean Aurora, officers of the university, and everyone in attendance for the honor of being your speaker this morning. I also want to acknowledge the chair of the Department of Surgery, Dr. Jeff Matthews, in whose department I'm proud to serve. But most importantly, and the reason I'm standing here, is because I want to offer my most heartfelt congratulations to you, the 2025 class. You made it. As is common for graduation speakers to do, I reflected on my own graduation as I began to collect my thoughts for this address. As I considered what would be important to share with you this morning, what came to mind was my mother. So when I graduated from medical school many decades ago now, the commencement ceremony happened to fall on Mother's Day. It was a wonderful coincidence because while my entire family was present, as many families are today, there was one person in particular for whom that day was every bit as special as it was for me. My mother had been my biggest cheerleader and advocate. She was a junior high school math and science teacher and possessed a singular focus on education, everyone around her, in particular her own children. Education was, in her mind, the pathway to literally every good thing that could ever happen. So on the day that I received my degree, our graduation Graduating was not just my accomplishment, but ours, indeed hers. And really all she had to say about it that day was it was the best Mother's Day gift ever. So I use her example to highlight one of the 3 key points that I want to share with you this morning, thoughts that might be instructive as you, our newest colleagues in our noble profession, embark on the next chapter of your professional lives. You know, those of you who chose to enter medical school after the COVID-19 pandemic erupted, that medicine is not always an easy career. Your path will bring you great pride, moments of satisfaction, and incredible professional fulfillment. Indeed, I believe there's no higher calling than that to be a physician. The highs are truly awesome: saving a life, restoring function, creating and maintaining health. But our chosen field also has some moments of frustration or worry. We are all impacted by these challenges that come with our specialties. Patients we wish we could have protected more fervently. Those whose suffering we wish that we could have erased. You may also wrestle with the administration burdens that come with practicing medicine. Through it all, though, no matter how mundane or profound these highs or lows might be, what helps you thrive are your relationships with the people who love and support you, who, without exception, want what's best for you. Each of you graduates have devoted thousands of hours of hard work, disciplined study, research, and more to achieve your degree today. I suspect that most of you have a special person or persons, a parent, a sibling, a partner, or a child, who, like coaches for professional athletes, inspired you to be your best, to achieve your excellence. This support may not have emanated exclusively from family, but maybe from a professor, a member of your faith community, a friend, or a colleague. You have invested tremendously, and this celebration is yours. And it also reminds us to appreciate those who provided that unconditional support along the journey. We can learn something from those who set fantastic examples. Indeed, very few achieve pinnacles of success entirely independently. So that's my first piece of advice to you. Remember the people who helped you, because as you move forward from this point into your career, their love and support will continue to be invaluable. Perhaps even more importantly, become that source of strength for someone else. Show appreciation to those who supported you and endeavor to be that person, an advocate, a mentor, or an ally for someone else. My second piece of advice is simpler, although it's not necessarily easier. Strive to love what you do. You made countless choices before you reached this point. You excelled through high school, years of college, time in the lab, to have been accepted into this elite medical school. And then years of diligent studying on the floors and the didactic years. You have now committed to a residency, or perhaps studying for another degree at your next step. So when I say love what you do, now is probably not the optimal moment for any of you to say, just kidding about medicine. I'd rather just live in a van and make TikTok videos. Not the time. What I mean, though, is that we desperately need smart, capable physicians in literally every subspecialty of every discipline. We need physicians who read the literature, who conduct robust research, who care about quality, who are gifted educators, and who practice evidence-based medicine. We need physicians who treat the entire patient and who recognize that our patients are neither a disease nor a diagnosis, but complex individuals whose lived experiences impact their outcomes after our interventions. We need physicians who are skilled in community engagement. And all of you have been involved to the extent that the University of Chicago won the Spencer Forman Award for Outstanding Community Engagement from the AAMC this past year. You are already outstanding, and you've demonstrated tenacity, intelligence, and resilience. We need you to stay in our profession and spend your careers improving the lives of our patients. So within healthcare, strive to love what you do. The fact is that this is the start of a new way of life. Perhaps for the first time since the age of 5, you won't be a student tomorrow. at least not in a formal way. I trust that all of you see yourselves as lifelong learners, and that's what this next stage will bring. You have, over the past 4 years, learned the language of medicine. You can now discuss patients and clinical work with other physicians. But the real learning, how to become an independent practicing physician, that starts now. You have new freedom and new responsibility. From now on, yours is the signature that causes an order to be executed, and yours is the bedside decision that impacts patient care. Importantly, learning and growing requires flexibility. The world of medicine has changed in extraordinary ways since I sat where you are, and you will see our profession change profoundly over the course of your careers. You already know this firsthand, as you're among the last classes graduating under the legacy curriculum, and you helped to develop or influence the development of the new Phoenix curriculum soon to be implemented. You will witness, and more importantly, you will influence changes on how we practice over the course of your careers. Through all these changes, your own instincts will be your truest guide. You very likely know already what's most compelling to you, what skills you possess that make you unique. You already have a sense of what clinical challenges or scientific questions are most exciting to you. Expanding your horizons, discovering what you love, what inspires you, that will help shape your ultimate career configuration. Thriving within healthcare will require your full commitment, which means the work has to be rewarding and exciting for you. My advice, therefore, is not that you can follow your heart. It's that you should, indeed you must, follow your heart. Your excitement will inspire you to invest the work that allows your excellence to manifest. My final piece of advice has been essential to most successful physicians, indeed to leaders of all stripes, and I think it will be for you too. Be unfailingly professional. There will be many times, you may already have encountered a couple, when you might be exhausted, cranky, stressed, or uneasy about the clinical situation before you, the resources at your disposal, or the prognosis of your patient. In those moments, it's natural to struggle, to behave calmly and prudently. Especially in those times, do your utmost to be professional. By professional, I mean communicative and attentive to the patient, to the work, to the ethical standards of our fine profession. Being professional requires that we assure, to the best of our ability, that everyone in the clinical situation is respected and the well-being of our patient is everyone's highest priority. Be so unrelentingly professional that if you were accused of wrongdoing, no one would believe it. While intelligence, technical skills, and diagnostic acumen are all essential, without effective communication, our relationships with our team, support staff, colleagues, and patient families can suffer. We must bring these skills to bear in every patient encounter. It took us 4 years to learn the language of medicine. Our patients didn't have that advantage, and they need us to help them understand their options and our recommendations, or they won't get the effective multidisciplinary care we know portends better outcomes. In fact, the more pressing the crisis, the more each of you will be called upon to be the voice of calm reason and to craft a cogent strategy, even in the face of incomplete data. In the words of my chair during residency, Dr. LaSalle de la Fall, who is also a past president of the American College of Surgeons, we are all required to demonstrate equanimity under duress. This, too, is a core of our profession. The Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society, of which some of you are members, has as its motto, "Be worthy to serve the suffering." My organization, the American College of Surgeons, has for 112 years had as its motto, "To heal all with skill and trust." In some respects, these both can be interpreted as emphasizing professionalism, a key underpinning of being worthy, of being skillful, of earning trust, and of healing others. In the end, I celebrate you, and I celebrate with you, because you have all attained a remarkable professional success today. However you feel as you move forward into this next phase of your career, you have already achieved something well beyond what others could dare to dream. My comments to you today are only meant to help you continue your already impressive trajectory. So to reiterate, build your career upon the love you've received from others and pay that support forward. Make it a virtuous cycle if you can. Find what inspires you, what brings you joy, and what encourages an unquenchable quest to learn. There's no substitute for that kind of genuine commitment. Strive to be a decent human being, even in the face of challenges. Your legacy, how you affect others, and how you impact the world, that's already begun to form. I dare say these 3 ideas can help guide not only an exceptional career in medicine, but life beyond medicine too. In fact, I learned them by example. In her own way, in her own life, my mother, my first and best teacher and supporter, embodied them all. I wish you the very best today and every day. Congratulations to all of you, my newly minted fellow physicians in the class of 2025.